The spring season continues. We're getting a little more insight into how levels over on Lake Ontario might look through this summer from the Lake Ontario St. Lawrence River Board and the International Joint Commission, the IJC, to break things down for us. We are joined by meteorologist Liam Healy. Liam.
Yeah, Adam, Lake Ontario levels are always something that are on the forefront of a lot of people's minds since that flooding that occurred back in 2017 and 2019. Well, nothing is set in stone right now. Early indications and forecasts from the Lake Ontario St. Lawrence River Board, which maintains outflow from Lake Ontario for the IJC, are that normal midsummer high point, the normal midsummer high point for Lake Ontario are going to remain slightly below average, and that's according to Bryce Carmichael, the U.S. Section Secretary for the group there.
Lake Ontario itself this year is forecast to be a bit below average, but not to the extent where we see drastic need for remediation or mitigation measures. The St. Lawrence River, however, is already more below average than the lake is.
The lake is currently a few inches below 246 feet and expected to rise, which is normal through May and June, to just over that mark, based on current forecasts, which would leave Lake Ontario just a few inches below its normal peak and much lower than the above average levels seen around this time last year. Of course, more concern for the summer is levels along the St. Lawrence River near Messina.
What we're really looking at right now is really the impacts to the recreational boating community and tourism at large. We understand that under low water conditions, it causes people difficulties in access to Lake St. Lawrence and the St. Lawrence River, and especially that section on Lake St. Lawrence, which is just upstream of Moses Saunders Dam near Messina, New York.
Now, longer term, where the lake and the St. Lawrence River levels end up will be influenced greatly by the amount of rain that we do end up seeing through May and into June. And the main takeaway from this most recent release and the conversation that I had with Bryce Carmichael is that for our area, there is little concern of too high or too low lake levels on Lake Ontario having a big impact on our region this summer. And I think that's good news.